We need to be smarter in how we talk about things because it is hurting us so bad.
In order to have a real opinion about something, you have to understand a certain amount about it first. This is assuming we want real opinions, which is a big assumption these days. Speaking of, if you want to be taken seriously by yourself and others, it's your responsibility to explain how you feel about something, even if it's all internal. Understanding exactly how you feel earns you a real opinion.
Real opinions, even if wrong, are interesting at least.
That's right. You should have given me a beat because you jumped my line,
Sorry.
but it's right.
Sorry.
You can enjoy things in measured ways. You can enjoy parts of things that you don't enjoy overall. Unfortunately, this is becoming a lost practice because each part of an opinion is something another person can get wildly mad at you for.
Without thought and nuance, we're just primates yelling at each other about nothing. In theory, thinking in binary so quickly means we don't actually care about the thing we're talking about. That being said, we do have to have things that allow us to be primates yelling at each other. We've built those things into society. We need to get that out somewhere, but we're losing the nuance in everyday conversations. You walk out of a movie with some friends. The immediate conversation is as follows.
Damn, that movie was mid.
I actually really liked it.
What? No, that shit was mid.
Well, why?
It just was.
A silence washes over the group. And desperately, trying to escape this vibe, you say something like,
Do you guys want to get Shake Shack?
aside from the fact that this is non-intelligent and boring conversation, you just spent several hours and like $20 on this experience, and you're done talking about it after 8 seconds? If you can't articulate what you really think, at least make something up so you don't feel like you're robbing yourself of your own time and money. Jesus. Okay, so I've been doing an experiment. In conversations, I'll say something like, Joe Rogan asks good interview questions sometimes. Do I think this to be true, actually? Almost all responses end in somebody not loving it. Because if someone is a fan of his, they wonder why I'm being pensive and selective with my words, making me a hater. And if someone's not a fan of his, they are a hater and they don't want to listen to anything positive I have to say.
There's no interesting conversation to be had, just preconceived notions being projected onto a pretty mundane statement. There is a group of people that are enlightened, but this article is clearly not for them. Now, as I progressed through that example, I statistically lost more and more of you. It's divisive subject matter, over-explaining, there's not a jarring or stark point being made, and you just felt your brain doing work and getting frustrated with a bunch of noise while trying to get through it. It's not my fucking fault, you loser. It's the world's. And we're here to help.
The more angry and emotional somebody is about a topic, the more they speak in generalizations. They aren't thinking as much in this moment. The emotion is suppressing the thought, and they're screaming at the world in an effort to make it align with their ideas.
All right, thank you very much. The lack of nuance in our daily conversations all have a few root causes that are a bit too real and not that fun to talk about. So here we go.
Firstly, there is a direct downstream connection to political figures loudly saying that all blank are bad and you saying that a movie is trash and not wanting to talk about it any further. But I don't really want to get into that sort of thing here right now, so let's talk about what we can control. Often we think about things as a whole and that's it. I think it's a defensive and protective measure for ourselves so we don't get scrutinized or whatever. I don't think our media literacy is as bad as everybody says it is. I just think we're getting killed by a wall of inundation. Going on your phone is like going to a health food store. You need something that's good for you, and it's there, but upon entering, an infinite amount of cocaine and sugar are blasted through the air vents directly at you. You can't see anything. You're on your hands and knees, squinting and crying, reaching desperately for your vitamins or whatever.
There is a dense world of exploration for those with eyes to see. It's hard to think and act with nuance when everybody around you is screaming the most binary statements at all times. But I think the way to combat this is to be thoughtful and considerate with how you talk about things. You'll be fucking ridiculed and written off, probably, but over time, this idea can become normal again if more and more of us do it. We don't have to be primates yelling at each other.
Wow, that's a really interesting idea. Would you mind expanding on that?
Yeah, there's just something to be said about like using the hardware you're given to deliver like a super authentic vocal performance. And I just think that's super captivating.
That is captivating.
Would you be down to get a drink sometime?
Oh. No.
As people, we have a responsibility to be better when we can be. And whether we're talking about music or movies or human rights or some sort of policy, it's only right to try and understand each layer before we form a real opinion. You can't expect other people to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously first. Can we do one more? And at the very end of it, can you go, that's really captivating. Hey, do you want to get a drink? And you go, no.
Do you want to get a drink sometime?
No.
Let's do one more. That's right. You should have given me a beat because you jumped my line.
Sorry.
But it's right.
Sorry.
I want to use that one. I think, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm so bad at this, man. Dense World of Exploration. You ready?
No, it was an
I'm just going to time
AirPod.
it. There's a Dense World of Exploration with IBC. It's hard to think the acting do it.
I want an AirPod in your pocket.
There? Yeah, no, it's not. That's not Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Cool.
Look, if I was into you, yes, but